Hi guys, Mama Beach here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do a review about a bag that I kind of bought on a whim, but I am obsessed with, and I love when that happens. And it is the Alexander Wang Rockie bag. And I actually looked at these a while back. I really contemplated buying one. I just think the hardware on them is so cool, and they come in so many fun colors. I love the leather texture and how it's just so rugged. And I kind of talked myself out of it because I really thought these handles would annoy me. I wasn't sure the strap was long enough, but one of my friends contacted me recently, and she was going to sell this bag, which of course is such a Mama Beach color. It is turquoise. It hurts my eyes to look at. I love it. You guys know I'm obsessed with turquoise. I have so many turquoise bags. Clothes, my house has turquoise all over it. So when she offered me this color, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it because I feel like this color specifically speaks to me, and maybe I can overlook those things that are worrying me about it. So I'm excited to take you guys on a tour of this bag, show you the features and show you what fits and mod shots so that if you're interested in purchasing one, you can know all of this great information. First, let's start with the features of the bag, and probably the most standout feature on these Rockie bags is the bottom hardware. So you have all of these wonderful studs on the bottom. This has shiny silver hardware, and I will say I can see some hairline scratches in some of these, but honestly they're in really great condition. And this bag is definitely used, and I can't see anywhere where like the coating is coming off of the hardware. You know how that happens sometimes on other handbags, and so I feel like the hardware is probably pretty decent quality. The shape of the bag is kind of a barrel shape, and the dimensions real quick are about 10 inches across, about 9 inches high, and about 7 inches wide at the widest part. So it really is kind of reminiscent of a Speedy shape. So if you're somebody who likes Speedies, I feel like you could get into this particular style. So let me also point out there's different sizes of this bag. So this is like the full size Rockie. There's also a mini Rockie that looks so cute. I kind of want a mini Rockie now that I know I like this particular style. There's also a Rocco bag, and the Rocco bag, instead of having this curved zipper at the top, has a straight zipper. So if this curved zipper, if you're looking at this and going, nah, that's gonna annoy the crap out of me, go look for a Rocco bag that has the straight zipper, and you might enjoy that style better than this one. So you can see the real standout here is this leather texture. It is smushy, it is soft, it is buttery, it is extremely pebbled and kind of rough looking, which I really love. And there's some of them out there that have like a lot of irregularities in the leather, and they look really rough, and I actually really like those. I would love to get another one that has less of a regular texture to it, because I really think it makes the bag interesting, especially with the hardware on the bottom. It's kind of a rock star bag, if you will, and that's kind of how I feel when I carry it. And then having it be this really fun color that you guys know I'm obsessed with, it just makes me happy in so many ways. So what other features does this bag have? You can tell tons of piping, tons of seaming, creasing. I mean, it's just, there's a lot going on in terms of how the bag is kind of put together. And then you have this curved zipper that goes over the top. And I will say the zipper is extremely smooth. Don't be nervous. The shape is a little weird, and yes, it's a little weird to get in and out of. You have to get used to it, but the way the zipper functions is so buttery smooth. I really haven't had any issues with like hitching or anything when I'm trying to open it. And then these sandals are pretty rigid. They're a little floppy because of how they're attached here, but this handle part is rigid, and so they kind of flop over the opening. That's something else I would just be aware of if you're somebody that really wants to get in your bag and get out, and you don't want a lot of fussiness. This is probably not the correct bag for you. You might want to check out a Rocco, or you just might want to skip these altogether, because there is a little bit of fussiness going on here getting in and out. So you can see as you open it up here, it has a black lining. That's another thing some people don't like. For me, don't really care what color the lining is, but some people really don't like dark colored lining because it's hard to see your stuff, especially if you have a lot of black or dark colored small leather goods or pouches that you carry in your bags. So just something else I want to point out to everyone here. I have it stuffed because it is kind of a smushy bag. So if you don't have stuff in it, it is going to deflate on you just a little bit. I mean, it's not terribly unstructured, but you can tell just from me holding it, it is, I mean, you can flatten the thing. It's not a very structured leather. It's definitely a very soft pebbled leather. You guys know I love that. I love bags that are just like a big leather hug. It's my thing. So here's what the interior looks like. Actually, because of this curved opening, you can really see in here. I mean, if you take the time to fuss through these handles and pull the flap all the way open, you can see everything in the bag. I'll show you kind of how that works when I do a mod shot in a little bit. So it's nice that you do have that option to really open it up, whereas if you just had a straight zipper, you'd kind of be limited to the amount that you could pull it open. And then it has two slip pockets on one wall. It has a zip pocket on the back wall here. And then here is the tags for it. So this particular color is called Lagoon, which I think is a really awesome name for it. And then here is the little care booklets that come with it. And I will also show you at this point the dust bag that came with it, because I think it's a really cool, classy dust bag. It's white, first of all, you guys know. Yes, white dust bag. I automatically love it because I don't have to worry about color transfer on my bag if I store it in the dust bag. And it just has a simple leather patch on it that says Alexander Wang. Really cute. I've never seen a dust bag that hasn't had the printing directly on it, that had a leather patch instead. I think it's a really cool idea. And it kind of goes with that like more masculine and kind of rock star vibe that I really like about this bag. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the strap. So it has a long strap. If you're not a handle carry person, you do have a strap option, which you guys know I am not a handle carry person, so I was happy to see that this came with a strap. It has this beautiful hardware on it, really solid, hard stuff, like good quality. On one side it has a clasp and it has Alexander Wang stamped on it. On the other side, how you actually attach it is with a little piece of ball hardware that goes through the holes. And I think there's only 3 settings. You don't have a lot of play there in terms of how long you can make the strap. For me, the strap is a little short, which you will see when I try it on in a minute. And I'm kind of contemplating just sticking another hole here at the end so I can get that little bit of extra length, but I haven't quite decided if I'm gonna do that or not yet. Let me just fill this thing up for you guys so you can see what it looks like full and show you a couple of things. So first thing I want to show you is an e-reader. I have a Kindle here that fits in without issue. I think because the opening is so big, not a problem. Let me take that out and I will show you a 9.5-inch iPad Pro. That's a little more tricky because this bag is only 10 inches across. You kind of got to finagle it in there. Will it fit? Yeah. Is it great? No. But if you had to in a pinch or you're traveling or something and you really want to have an iPad with you, you have the option there. It will fit. I wouldn't do it on a daily basis because it's kind of fiddly to get in and out, but hey, whatever works for you, I say go for it. I'm just going to put in here an umbrella. I have a large size glasses case. I have a large size long shot pouch. I have kind of a mid-size wallet. You could certainly fit a full-size wallet in here, no problem, because of how big the opening is. And then I have my car keys and some hand sanitizer that I'm just going to put these slip pockets so they don't get lost down in the bottom. And that's everything I would normally carry. And it fits fine. I do kind of have it stacked here. I think I could spread it out so I can see everything a little easier there. And you have more room. I could fit a couple more pouches. I could fit a pair of headphones or something else kind of small on the top, a small notebook or a little diary or something like that. So definitely fits a good amount of stuff, I think, because of the shape and because of how the opening is zipped. So let me get up here and show you guys some mod shots of how it looks like on. Okay, here's what this bag looks like on the arm. I think it looks the best on the arm. Just the way the handles are sewn, they're kind of squishy and they're really comfortable no matter how heavy you've made the bag. I will say the bag is a little bit heavy just because it is this thick pebbled leather, but honestly it doesn't bother me too much. I'm used to carrying, I started out carrying Dooney and Burke bags and they are by far the most heavy bags out there. So something like this really doesn't bother me. But it is, I think the straps help carry the weight really well. The nice thing I didn't mention about the zipper, other than that it's curved, is that you have two zippers on it, on the track. So you can zip it one way, zip it the other way. You can decide what direction they go. You can leave them in the middle like I have here. I think they look kind of nice in the middle because you have this little element of movement. But yeah, I really like it carried on the arm, especially because you can kind of get a glimpse of all that really awesome hardware. So let me show you how the strap works here. They give you a shoulder pad, which is awesome. You don't get that with a lot of brands. And let me show you first. I'm just gonna put it on this arm so you can see what it looks like just slung off the arm. Now, if I was gonna carry it this way, I probably would shorten it a little bit. It's a little bit long. This is the longest setting. I would want it a little bit higher if I was gonna shoulder carry it. And I think I could get there with the settings that they've given me. There's still two left, I could shorten it up. I was really interested in carrying this bag crossbody, and it's just a tad too short for that. I mean, I think I can get away with it, but because of the handles the way they are, it is a little bit awkward with them kind of sticking up in your space here. It's passable. If I needed to have a hands-free moment because I'm with my kids or something, definitely an option. I just don't know that it looks that great crossbody, especially because of how tall I am. I'm 5'9". So maybe if you're like 5'2", 5'3", this would be the perfect height for you and this would work really well. But for me, I just feel like this is a little bit short for crossbody wear. There's one more thing I wanted to show you guys, and that is kind of how the zipper works when you have it on the arm. You can see it's a little fussy. You have to go around the handles, move your arm to get into it, go in here, then you have this flap that kind of hits your arm, and you gotta look in here like this if you're carrying it on the arm. So yeah, it's a little bit fussy to get in and out of. I'll show you again what it looks like on the shoulder if you need to get in and out of it. That's a little easier because you don't have your arm in the way, and you can kind of move the handles out of the way, and then you can really get in there and see what you have and take advantage of that curved opening. I'll show you zipping it up here so you can get a sense of what that's like. It's just a little fussy. If that's gonna annoy you, don't get this bag. Honestly, just don't, because it's just part of this design. What you're gonna have to deal with when you carry it is you have to deal with this curved zipper. Honestly, doesn't bother me. I'm kind of used to fussy, heavy bags, so fine with me just for the color and the cool factor of the hardware, but definitely may annoy some people, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned it on this video. So that is my Alexander Wang Rockie bag in the color Lagoon with shiny silver hardware. I really love this bag. I think it has so many cool features. I love the vibe of it, and I especially love the color specifically for me. But like I said, there are so many other color and hardware combinations out there that if you like this bag or the idea of it, but you're not crazy about this one, go out and find one that's a color that you like with gold hardware or dark hardware or whatever you like. It is out there, I promise you. I think I've been over all the pros and cons, but if you have another pro or con that I missed, please put it in the comment section below. I know people who watch my videos really appreciate reading the comments and getting honest feedback from people. So if you have one of these and you want to mention something about it, please feel free to post. And as always, if you have video requests or questions, also post them below. I always try to reply to everybody who comments, even though it might take me a little while sometimes, so please feel free. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you so much for the support here on YouTube. I hope you will consider subscribing. If you have not, just hit the little button below that says subscribe, and then hit the bell next to it so you're notified of all my new videos. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.